Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Chew. I'm Pastor Robert. This is the place where we ask the question, are we choosing the way of Jesus, or are we choosing our own way? We're going to continue the series that I started last week, More Than Salvation. We're going to spend the next several weeks, maybe the balance of the summer, looking at more than salvation. I started out with 3 theological affirmations for this week, and I'm just feeling led to cover one theological affirmation per week for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and give them to you so you'll know where we're going, and you'll be able to start preparing your heart and mind for that. The way of Jesus is relationship. The way of Jesus is friendship. And the way of Jesus is fruitfulness. When we think about relationships, especially personal relationships, we enter into these relationships with the hope that we will develop a friendship with an individual. And then we hope that that friendship will grow and it will gain in our understanding of the person that we're becoming friends with, and that we will enjoy each other's company and learn to live life together. The same is true with Jesus and God the Father, with us, and with the work of the Holy Spirit in our lives. We touched on that last week. Encourage you to go back and check those cues out if you've missed any. But let's look at Mark chapter 1, verses 16 and 17. As Jesus walked beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. "Come, follow me," Jesus said, "and I will send you out for people." In Mark chapter 2, verse 14, as he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed him. The way of Jesus is a relationship. Notice that Jesus invited these men to follow him. And then in Luke chapter 7, verses 29 through 35, we read this in part. All the people, even the tax collectors, when they heard Jesus' words, acknowledged that God was right because they had been baptized by John. But the Pharisees and the experts of the law rejected God's purpose for themselves because they had not been baptized by John. In verse 33, "For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and you say he was a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and you say, here is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But the wisdom is proved right by her children." The way of Jesus is friendship. That'll be the week after this. Then in John chapter 15, verses 1 through 5, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine and you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." The way of Jesus is fruitfulness. Again, I want you to really focus on Mark chapter 1, verses 16 through 17, and Mark chapter 2, verse 14, as the basis for our looking at the way of Jesus is relationship this week. And as you do, I want to encourage you to invite the Holy Spirit to give you eyes to see and ears to hear God's truth from his word. Have a receptive heart and mind to receive these truths, and then act with the boldness, the commitment, and the courage of Jesus to take the steps in your life that the Holy Spirit is leading you to take regarding your friendship first with Jesus. And ask yourself this question: which way am I choosing? Am I choosing the way of Jesus that leads to life, or am I choosing my own way? I pray you'll have a wonderful day, my friends. Go in the peace of God. Blessings to you. Bye for now.